Voice is not coming.
Okay.
Sir,
Today we will discuss about Rankine separate theory for cohesive soils. So here, compared to cohesionless soils, the failure envelope is like this. This is failure envelope. Failure envelope. Okay. Failure envelope won't start at origin actually. It start at C ordinate. Okay. C ordinate will be there at origin. See, this is the cohesion. C is cohesion, and this friction angle is pi here. If you extend that line, failure envelope, to the baseline, then it joins here and it makes pi angle of internal friction. This horizontally is now this C into cot pi. And you know, in case of active earth pressure, first we'll see active case. Okay, active case. In case of active case, sigma h is minimum pressure. So this is sigma h and maximum is sigma v, vertical pressure. Of course, we need to find the relation between sigma h and sigma v. This is the Mohr circle. Okay. Pranit, is it okay? Pranit?
Yes, sir.
Pranit, అర్థమైంది కదా?
Yes, yes, sir.
Mohr circle. Kirti? Kirti, clear అమ్మా? Karthik? Karthik, okay. Sajid?
yes, sir.
Okay. Kalyani, clear కదమ్మా?
Yes, sir.
So just yesterday, failure envelope was like this, passing through origin, right? Here like this. No cohesion intercept was there yesterday. Now we have cohesion intercept also C. Okay, that was the difference. Okay. Okay. Now sigma is sigma v. Now if you join this one here like this, then of course here it is 90 degrees because that is tangent is 90 degrees. Now up to center of the Mohr circle, what is the value here? This one, this is, you know, from origin to center value, you know, that is average sigma v plus sigma h by 2. Then total is now this one C into cot pi plus sigma v plus sigma h by 2. The radius of the Mohr circle is here sigma v minus sigma h by 2. So from this triangle, suppose this is ABC triangle. So sin pi equal to what? Opposite side sigma v minus sigma h by 2 whole divided by C into cot pi plus sigma v plus sigma h by 2. So taking 2 as LCM, that gets cancelled. Sin pi equal to sigma v minus sigma h whole divided by 2c cot phi plus sigma v plus sigma h. Yes. Any doubt? Okay. Then cross multiply this. Sigma v minus sigma h equal to 2c cot pi into sin pi. Cot means cos by sin. So it is cos pi plus sigma v plus sigma h into sin pi. So sigma v or sigma h into 1 plus sin pi equal to, okay, sigma v into 1 plus, sorry, this is 1 minus, right? This is 1 minus sin pi. 1 minus sin pi into this sigma v into 1 plus sin pi minus plus 2c cos pi, right? Is it okay? Sigma v minus sigma h, sorry, minus, this one is minus 2c. Sigma v into 1, something wrong. Sigma h into 1 plus sin pi. Sigma v into 1 minus sin pi. Now, okay? Sigma v into 1 minus sin pi minus 2c cos pi. So, sigma h equal to 1 minus sin pi divided by 1 plus sin pi into sigma v minus 2c cos pi divided by 1 plus sin pi. Already we defined yesterday Ka equal to 1 minus 1 plus sin pi. This has been defined, okay? Therefore, sigma h equal to Ka into sigma v minus 2c into cos pi by 1 plus sin pi will be now root Ka. How means? I'll explain you. See here, cos pi by 1 plus sin pi can be written as that equal to cos pi can be written as cos 2 theta cos square pi by 2 minus otherwise
मैंने sin theta को ना
yeah we'll do one thing 1 minus sin pi by 1 plus sin pi under root, okay, that equal to root of 1 can be written as sin square pi by 2 plus cos square pi by 2 minus sin pi can be written as 2 sin pi by 2 cos pi by 2. Similarly, divided by 1 can be sin square pi by 2 plus cos square pi by 2 plus 2 sin pi by 2 cos pi by 2, which is equal to that is cos pi by 2 minus sin pi by 2 whole square divided by cos pi by 2 plus sin pi by 2 whole square under root. So root and square gets cancelled. So that equal to cos pi by 2 minus sin pi by 2 by cos pi by 2 plus sin pi by 2. Again, which is equal to multiply with the conjugate. That is cos pi by 2 minus sin pi by 2 into cos pi by 2 plus sin pi by 2 divided by cos pi by 2 sin pi by 2 whole square. Cos pi by 2 plus sin pi by 2 whole square, which is equal to See, this is cos square pi by 2 minus sin square pi by 2 is cos pi. This one is cos square pi by 2 plus sin square pi by 2, that is 1 plus 2 sin pi by 2 cos pi by 2 sin pi. So we proved this. That means root of Ka we have taken. Ka, you know, root 1 minus sin pi by 1 plus sin pi, and we have proved that that is equal to root Ka equal to cos pi by 1 plus sin pi. So this is the result. So sigma h, in case of cohesive soil, sigma h equal to Ka into sigma v minus 2c root Ka. Suppose if you replace with 0, if c is 0, then already whatever we derived yesterday, that you get, okay? Ka sigma v, if c is 0. So it is generalized one, okay, for active case. Similarly, we will see passive case also. అందరికీ అర్థమైందా? ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉందా ఇందులో? ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే అడగండి. మల్లికార్జున్ లేట్ గా వచ్చావు, అర్థమైందా?
సార్ ఇక్కడ కింద cos 5/2 హోల్ ప్లస్ sin 5/2 హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఉంది కదా, నెక్స్ట్ 1 ప్లస్ sin 5.
ఎక్స్పాండ్ చేయి దాన్ని, హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ని.
హోల్ స్క్వేర్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తా.
cos square pi by 2 sin plus sin square pi by 2 is 1. 2 cos pi by 2 into sin pi by 2 is sin pi.
Okay.
Okay na? Okay. Next, we'll see passive case. Passive case. So failure envelope is like this. You can extend that to back. Like this. This is pi angle. Of course, this is also pi. This ordinate is C. So this is C into cot pi. Now more circle if you draw. Is like this. So here in passive case, sigma h is maximum, sigma v is minimum, okay, in passive case. So this is the radius, and this one you can calculate, because this one, you know, how much? Sigma h plus sigma v by 2 average. So this one radius is sigma h minus sigma v by 2. So in this case, sin pi equal to, here 90 degrees. So sin pi equal to opposite side, sigma h minus sigma v by 2 whole divided by this one, c into cot pi plus sigma h plus sigma v by 2, sigma c cot pi plus sigma h plus sigma v by 2. So taking 2 LCM, so sin pi equal to sigma h minus sigma v whole divided by 2c cot pi plus sigma h plus sigma v, cross multiplying sigma h minus sigma v equal to 2c, cot into sin is cos pi plus sigma h plus sigma v into sin pi. So sigma h into 1 minus sin pi equal to sigma v into 1 plus sin pi plus 2c cos pi sigma h equal to 1 plus sin pi divided by 1 minus sin pi into sigma v plus 2c cos pi by 1 minus sin pi. You know, kp we derived yesterday, kp we defined, okay? 1 plus sin pi divided by 1 minus sin pi. So sigma h equal to kp sigma v plus, here plus 2c, this one will be root kp. So cos pi by 1 minus sin pi will be root kp. You can prove that as usual, okay? So this is the formula. Okay. So generally we modify these formulas like this. In case of water table is there, then finally we need to remember this. PA, active earth pressure, equal to Ka into effective vertical stress minus 2c root Ka plus pore water pressure. If water table is there, pore water pressure is there, means plus U, that pore water pressure also needs to be taken. Here stress also, effective stress needs to be taken. Similarly, PP formula Kp into effective vertical stress plus 2c root Kp plus pore water pressure, okay? So these are the formulas needs to be used in calculation of earth pressure. Okay, we will solve some problems on this. Suppose soil is like this, and let us assume the height of the wall is h. H is the height of the wall. See, C, pi, gamma, based on these values, the distribution will be like this. Because at top, actually, at top, sigma vertical pressure will be 0, because see, PA formula is like this. PA equal to Ka sigma V vertical stress minus 2C root Ka plus pore water pressure. At topmost point, sigma V vertical stress is 0, U also 0 here, no water table. So negative will be there, negative pressure will be there, minus 2C root Ka. That means pressure is like this. And here bottom some positive pressure will be there, then variation is linear. It is like this. This is negative, this is positive. So this is minus 2C root Ka. So here bottom Ka into effective stress is gamma into H minus 2C root Ka. Okay. Now what is this negative pressure? That means instead of pushing the wall, I mean the soil, instead of pushing the wall, it pulls the wall. Okay. So pull will be there. But after some time, what happens at this depth? Crack will develop. Okay. At this depth, this is, let us assume this is ZC. Okay. That is tension crack depth, depth of tension crack. It is called depth of tension crack. Okay. So before getting crack, total pressure. Okay. Total pressure equal to total pressure before developing tension crack equal to See, before developing tension crack, this is the pressure diagram. See, pressure diagram is like this. Positive pressure like this. Okay. Negative pressure is like this. Arrow marks you can observe. Okay. Negative pressure. Okay. So net pressure is now here. Okay. This one. So tension crack depth you can calculate. ZC based on this diagram you can calculate. So net area is this one is actually H minus ZC. Okay. So net area is half into Ka gamma H minus 2C root Ka is the base. Height is H minus ZC minus that one half into base is 2C root Ka into ZC. Okay. That indicates, so you can simplify this like, see, half Ka gamma H minus 2C root Ka into H minus half Ka gamma H minus 2C root Ka into ZC minus half 2C root Ka into ZC. So which is equal to how much? Half Ka gamma H square minus half 2 gets cancelled. C root Ka H minus half Ka gamma H into ZC plus C root Ka ZC minus half, 2C gets cancelled, 2 gets cancelled, minus C root Ka ZC. So this thing gets cancelled. Finally, how much you get? That equal to simplification, it is actually half into Ka gamma H minus 2C root Ka into H, okay, H minus minus what? Minus what needs to be subtracted here? Otherwise, you can draw like you can write like this. C root KAH of K gamma H. Otherwise, 2C root KAH. Actually,
H by 2 కామన్ కదా సార్. H by 2 ఒకటే కామన్ వస్తుంది.
H ఒకటే కామన్ వస్తుందా?
H by 2.
H by 2. 1 second. I am expecting this one. K gamma H multiplied by H minus 2C root Ka into H. Will we get that one? Half. K gamma H minus 2C root K. Outlet of value K gamma H. K gamma H square. Okay. H.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
sir, half Ka gamma H కామన్ తీస్తే H minus ZC వస్తుంది కదా సార్, దాన్ని H అనుకుంటాం కదా.
H minus ZC.
హాఫ్ KA గామా H కామన్ తీయండి సార్, అప్పుడు H మైనస్ ZC
A gamma H కామన్ తీస్తే H మైనస్ ZC వస్తుంది.
H మైనస్ ZC అంటే H కదా
కాదమ్మా, H మైనస్ ZC అంటే అంతే ఉంటుంది. 1 second. దీపిక వినపడట్లేదమ్మా? దీపిక దీపిక వినపడట్లేదా? మల్లికార్జున వినపడుతుందా?
సార్.
So find the, so here in this case find the total active earth pressure in kilonewton per meter before formation of tension crack. Okay. Third one, find the total active earth pressure in kilonewton per meter after formation of tension crack. Okay. Find fourth one, find the intensity of active pressure at bottom of the wall. Okay, so one by one you will see. I will draw that distribution. This is 8 meters. So Ka equal to 1 minus sin 12 degrees by 1 plus sin 12 degrees. Okay. That is 1 minus sin 12 by 1 plus sin 12. 0.66. Okay, 0.66. Here this is negative, this is positive. So this is 2c root Ka negative. Okay, that equal to minus 2 into c 20 into root Ka 0.66. 40 into root 0.66 equal to 32.5 minus 32.5. So bottom, here it is bottommost Ka gamma H minus 2c root Ka bottom equal to Ka 0.66 into gamma 18 H 8 meters minus 2 into C 20 root Ka 0.66, which is equal to 0.66 into 18 into 8
32.54.
into root 2 0.66, 62.54. Okay, kilonewton per meter square. Top this one, kilonewton per meter square. Now we need to find ZC. ZC directly you can work out. Otherwise, you know, PA formula, PA, KA, gamma H minus, okay, ZC, gamma ZC minus 2C root KA must be 0 at this one, ZC depth. That means ZC equal to 2C by gamma root Ka is the formula. 2 into C 20 by gamma is 18 root 0.66. 40 by 18 into root 0.66, which is equal to 2.74 meters. So 2.74 meters. Obviously, this is 8 minus of that. 8 minus 2.74, 5.26. Okay. So now, first one already answered. That is depth of tension crack 2.74. Second one, total active earth pressure, that is half into 62.54 multiplied by 5.26 minus half into 32.5 multiplied by 2.74, which is equal to 0.5 into 62.54 into 5.26 minus 0.5 into 32.5 into 2.74, which is equal to 119.96 kilonewton per meter. That is the answer. Before formation of tension crack. After formation of tension crack, only this positive quantity, half into 62.54 into 5.26, 0.5 into 62.54 into 5.26, 164.48 kilonewton per meter length. For fourth one, answer is bottom, 62.54 kilonewton per meter square is the intensity at the bottom. Okay, total. Then centroidal distances also you can work out, okay, if you want. Clear? Any doubt like that? Praneeth, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose by keeping some surcharge on the soil, you can eliminate that tension crack actually by keeping some surcharge. I'll show you. By keeping some surcharge Q kilonewton per meter square. That means just on the back side of the wall, you are keeping some load, some sandbags, something like that, okay? Some Q. Then C by gamma is there. Then height is, head is the, H is the wall height. Here question is find the minimum surcharge load Q required to be placed on the top of backfill to eliminate tension crack. Okay, that means no, we don't want any negative quantity. So PA formula, you know, okay, PA equal to Ka gamma H minus 2C root Ka. Okay, 1 second. What is this? Ka into vertical stress minus 2C root Ka plus U, right? Here, Ka, sigma V at top. Actually, at top we will see. At top, okay. Pa equal to Ka. Vertical stress is here Q only, okay. Topmost point, surcharge is there means Q is the vertical stress. Minus 2C root Ka, pore pressure is 0, equal to Pa 0. Then Ka into Q equal to 2C into root Ka. Then Q equal to 2C root Ka by Ka, that equal to 2C by root Ka. 2C by root Ka is the surcharge required to avoid a tension crack. Okay. Next. Suppose 2 layered soil will take along with surcharge, some surcharge. Suppose here surcharge 30 kilonewton per meter square surcharge is there. Suppose C of the soil here is 8 kilonewton per meter square. Phi equal to 0. Gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. This soil C equal to 12 kilonewton per meter square. Here also pi 0. Suppose gamma equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, and these depths are like this. I will mark. Four meter. Okay. Now distribution. Pressure, total pressure will work out. Okay. So distribution may be, see, I will mark some points here. A point, B point, B dash point, C point. Okay. So I will mark under point A, B, B dash and C. What is vertical stress? Effective vertical stress. At A, vertical stress is 30. At B, 30 plus gamma H, that is 18 into 4. That is 72 plus 30, 102. B dash also same. 30 plus 18 into 4, that equal to 102. At C, 30 plus 18 into 4 plus 20 into 4, which is equal to 182. This is sigma V values. Okay. Then PA equal to, okay, Ka. I will give I will give different values here. Okay, not 0. I will give some values here. Suppose it is 6 degrees. It is, let us assume 10 degrees. Okay. So what is Ka1 here? Tell me. Ka equal to, or Ka1 equal to how much here for this? 1 minus sine 6 degrees by 1 plus sine 6 degrees. 1 minus sine 6 by 1 plus sine 6. 0.81. Okay. For this Ka2, for second soil, 1 minus sine 10 by 1 plus sine 10 degrees equal to
0.7.
point 0.7. Okay. These are the values. Okay. I'll write here Ka values. At A 0.81, at B 0.81, at C 0.70, at D also at B dash also 0.7, at C also 0.7. So C values at A 8, B also 8, here 12, here also 12. So PA formula, PA, Ka into effective stress minus 2C root Ka. Okay, anyway, U is not there here. U is not there. So for this, Ka is 0.81, vertical stress 30, minus 2 into C value, 8 root Ka, root of 0.81. 0.81 into 30, minus 16 into root
9.9.
9.9. Positive value we got, okay? At B, Ka 0.81, sigma V 102, minus 2 into 8 into root 0.81. 0.81 into 102 minus
68.22.
16 into root 0.81, 68.22. Then here, Ka is 0.7 into vertical stress is 102 minus 2 into 12 into root of 0.7, 0. 0.7 102 minus 24 into root 0.7. 51.32. Okay, next. Here 0.7 into 182 minus 2 into 12 into root 0.7 equal to
107.32.
that's 24 into root 0.7. 107.32. So these are the way of calculating this. Different, at different places, intensities of active earth pressure. So if a surcharge is there also, you can handle easily. Now there is no question of tension crack here because no negative pressure is developing at top. That's why no question of tension crack. So you can draw and find total active earth pressure. I will show you the variation. Top is actually 9.9, some value. Then 68, some 68. Then 51, just below it is 51. Then 107, something like this. Join. Like this. Values are 9.9 here, 68.22 here, 51.32, 107.32. Okay. Now it is 2 meters, it is 2 meters. So total PA active pressure equal to half into 9.9 plus 68.22 into 2 plus another trapezium half into 51.32 plus
4, sir. Length, height
4,
4.
sir.
okay 4. Four, which is equal to 9.9 plus 68.22 plus 2 into 51.32 plus 107.32. 473.
473.52.
52 kilonewton per meter length of the wall. So this is the total active pressure. So like this formula, small difference only is there. Minus 2c root Ka is there difference, okay? Otherwise, it is same as previous yesterday case only, okay? Only the difference minus 2c root Ka. I'll explain you one more problem. Sometimes water table also may be there. Two meters, 5 meters. Here 25 kilonewton per meter square. C equal to 10 kilopascals. Y equal to 6 degrees. Gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay. Here also C10. Y equal to, suppose it is also 6 degrees. Gamma saturated, okay, equal to 20 kilonewton per meter cube. Take gamma W equal to 10 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, now we'll see what is the total active earth pressure. Find total active earth pressure on the wall. This is number one. Number two, find the intensity of earth pressure at bottom of the wall. Okay, let's take point A, B, C, because soil is same. No need to take B dash separately. So A, B, C. Okay, points. Now we'll start. See point here. A, B, C. See that interface is not soil interface. It is just water table is there. That's why we have taken only 3 points. So C values at A 10, at B also 10, at C also 10. Ka values also same. That is for 6 degrees how much? Ka previously 0.81. Ka 0.81, 0.81, 0.81. Vertical stress, okay, effective vertical stress. At A it is 25. At B 25 plus 18 into 2. 36 plus 25, 61, right? Okay, at C effective stress is 25 plus 18 into 2 plus, see actually 20 minus 10, submerged weight only should be taken, okay? 20 minus 10 into 5 equal to how much? 111. This is sigma B. So now PA formula, okay, you also will work out. U also will work out. U equal to, see here 0, here also 0, here it is 10 into 5, 50. Forward pressure, okay. Now PA equal to Ka into vertical stress minus 2C into root Ka plus U, that is PA value. So Ka 0.81, vertical stress 25, minus 2 into C 10, root 0.81 plus 0. Here Ka 0.81 into 61 minus 2 into 10 into root 0.81 plus 0. Last 0.81 into 111 minus 2 into 10 into root 0.81 plus 50. 4 pressure is there. Okay. So which is equal to how much? 0.81 into 25 minus 20 into root 0.81, 2.25, right? And 0.81 into 60, 61 minus 20 into root 0.81, 31.41. Then 0.81 into 111 minus 20 into root 0.81 plus 50, 121.91. So you can draw the variation of active earth pressure. It is like this. Very small value here, 231, and here very big value. This is the variation. Values are like this: 2 meters, 5 meters, 2.25, 31.41, here 121.91. So for first one, answer is area. See, the pressure distribution is like this. Okay. Area of this trapezium, half into 2 into 2.25 plus 31.41 plus half into 5 into 31.41 plus 121.91 equal to 2.25 plus 31.41 plus 2.5 into 31.41 plus 121.91, 416.96
0.96.
kilonewton per meter. For second one, answer is at bottom. What is the intensity? That is 121.91 kilonewton per meter square. These are the answers. Okay. So because of this cohesiveness of the soil, you can cut the soil. Actually, sand is there means we cannot cut vertical cut. Okay, you cannot do the vertical cut of the soil. That means, suppose we want to dig the pit like this, exactly. Okay, like this pit, if you want to dig, if it is sandy soil, you cannot do like this. What happens? Immediately it collapses, right? But cohesive soil, it won't collapse like this. So what is the what maximum depth you can dig the soil like this? This is HC. This is unsupported vertical cut. Unsupported here heading is depth of unsupported vertical cut. How much you can cut like this? See, logic is here very simple. I am drawing the only, that variation. You know, depth of the tension crack actually. So this is basically ZC and ZC. If you cut more than 2 ZC, obviously it collapses. Up to 2 ZC, you can cut the soil vertically. So that is HC is nothing but 2 times of ZC. Already you know what is ZC. That is 2C by gamma root Ka. That equal to 4C by gamma root Ka is the unsupported vertical cut. You can do, okay? 4C by gamma root Ka. 2 times of that. If it is more than that, obviously it collapses. Clear aayadu kuda? Srinivas? A negative positive balance అయిపోతాయి అన్నమాట. Negative force positive force balance అయిపోతాయి. Clear కదా?
Yes, sir.
Okay, note down some problems. Fine. Total active thrust. Number 1. Before and number 2. After formation of tension crack. TC means tension crack, okay? After formation of tension crack. Soil 1, soil 2. C equal to Find total active thrust. Number 1 before and after. Number 2 after formation of tension crack. C 12 kilonewton per meter square. Phi equal to 10 degrees. Gamma equal to 18 kilonewton per meter cube. C 20 kilonewton per meter square. Phi 8 degrees. Gamma 19 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay. Find, first of all, okay, find the,
surcharge intensity ఇవ్వలేదు.
yeah, find the surcharge intensity. Intensity, that is minimum. To avoid tension. Okay, to avoid tension, okay. Also find total active thrust on the wall. Okay. Find the intensity of active pressure at bottom. Okay. Next here. Find the total active thrust on the wall. Find the increase of total active thrust on the wall due to formation of tension crack. Okay. Last problem. For soil of 20 kilopascals. Enti? Pi equal to.
Sir, previous page.
Okay, 1 second. 18 degrees.
Okay, sir.
Find the depth of tension crack and the depth of unsupported vertical cut. Okay. Note down the gamma value also. Gamma equal to 19 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, gamma 19.